In this application, we're going to use the Acuity CL2 probe with an MG210 magnifier, and we're going to scan across this very thin, small metal stent. And in this case, we're going to take and here you can see a picture of that stent. And what we're going to try and do is we're going to scan 4 millimeters by 2 millimeters, and we're going to take a data point every way on the x-axis of about 1.2 microns. Then we're going to lower the scan and take another data point every 1.2 microns. So we're going to take a lot of data points to collect a lot of data on this sort of difficult target. And here in the 2D view, you can see that we're getting very good data from the white light confocal probes. And here's our identity card. Let's just take a look at this in a 3D format real quickly, just to get a feel for what this data looks like. And let's put in a color reserve so you can get an idea of the scale. So you can see that we're getting very good coverage even on this very shiny curved surfaces, which can give a lot of laser sensors a hard time. We're not going to have that hard time with this white light confocal. And here you can actually see some of the ridges in this part, and we'll go ahead and take a look at those also. Let's go ahead and go back to the 2D view, and we're going to take profiles across it. And here you can see we're going from west to east across that target, and as I move it, you can see that we're collecting that profile, very good profile of this part. And you can see once again as we're getting there. Let's go ahead and take a look at this surface, and we're going to put it in absolute scale. And you can see that we can easily come in here and measure these 2 points across this surface area. And here we've got 0.788 microns, 788 microns across here, and we can give you an idea of what the outer diameter is too. And you can see it's about 3.35 millimeters. So very clean surfaces. In fact, if we come in here, let's just zoom this up a little bit. And you can see that we are getting real good surface. Let's zoom it one more time just to give you an idea of the resolution of this. And you can see here we're looking between 192 and 194 microns. And we will zoom it one more time. But this, and here's roughly 200 nanometer kind of surface profile that we're picking up with the probe. As you can see, it's doing a very good job. We shouldn't have any problems on this surface. Also, if we wanted to, we can come here on this full 2D, and we're going to use an ISO standard, in this case ISO 25178, which does a complete surface scan of the area and gives you a surface roughness of that volume, which instead of R survey, this technology we call an S survey of about 70 microns. We can also come in, and in this case, if we're looking at this profile across here, we can also calculate that surface roughness to an ISO standard of 4287, and here you can see we've got all the roughness profile numbers, and here's our R survey of about 19 microns. And of course we could also come in here and look at a smaller section like this and also make that measurement very accurately. You know, we're down here around that 18 nanometer surface roughness over this very small area. Let's go ahead and now take a look at the second sample we scanned. And in this case, we took a 10 millimeter by half a millimeter scan to show us a little bit more area, bigger slice of that. And as you can see, let's put in our reserve color scale. And here you can see we're also getting really good data on that surface. And if we want to, we can come in here and also once again look at the profile real time. And we're going to go across this as you can see down here. going across west to east, and where we're getting a really good profile of this part as we bring it down. We can also go north to south. All that data is there as we're looking at these surfaces. And here you can see we're looking at the, looks like almost a groove on that surface. And of course we can do any kind of oblique measurements that we want to make also, looking at this surface. So once again, we're doing a very good measurement. If we come in here, let's just put this absolute. We can come in and do surface roughness also with a click of a button. And here we're showing about 11 microns over that different surface. So just a quick example of the data we collected, and it looks like we should have a very cooperative target using the Acuity White Light Confocal CL2 probe with an MG210 magnifier.